GTA Online griefers are getting desperate. Peaceful players now need to innovate to evade. The open-world chaos of GTA Online has always harbored a volatile mix of players. Mission grinders, car collectors, role players, and of course, griefers. But in recent months, a noticeable shift has occurred. Griefers, those dedicated to causing frustration rather than engaging with the game's intended mechanics, are becoming more desperate. As Rockstar's updates have introduced more protective features for peaceful players, griefers are being pushed to use increasingly bizarre and aggressive tactics to get their fix of digital destruction. Historically, griefers relied on the oppressor MK2 orbital strikes and passive mode exploits to impose their will. However, with the meta slowly evolving and some of these tools nerfed or countered by clever players, they are now experimenting with erratic approaches. From exploiting spawn glitches to using lesser-known, unpredictable weapons, their desperation has made them less predictable, but also more relentless. This evolution in griefing behavior creates a new kind of threat, one that's less about brute force and more about disruption at any cost. Peaceful players, especially those who log in for missions, business runs, or simple cruising, are caught in the crossfire. Traditional evasive maneuvers like switching sessions or hiding in buildings now seem insufficient. As griefers become more cunning, peaceful players must become innovators. They're turning to new strategies, blending into traffic using decoy outfits, and leveraging invite-only sessions to simulate public lobbies with friends. The game is becoming an arms race of creativity, not firepower. Some players have begun to treat their online lives as clandestine operations. They use sleeper cars instead of flashy ones, avoid high-traffic areas on the map, and employ counter-surveillance techniques like watching the minimap for unusual movement patterns. With modders and trolls often working in tandem, peaceful players must act like digital ghosts, always seen, never caught. These defensive tactics echo guerrilla-style thinking, transforming peaceful players into evaders rather than passive victims. In response to griefer aggression, players are forming tight-knit communities and private groups that share intel on griefing hotspots and suspicious usernames. These digital alliances function like modern-day underground networks, pooling knowledge to avoid conflict zones and maintain gameplay integrity. Some communities have even begun developing mod-free anti-griefing techniques, like tricking griefers into triggering their own bounties or causing the police AI to handle them indirectly. Rockstar's efforts to improve the experience for casual and peaceful players, such as the recent Criminal Enterprises updates and better lobby filtering, are a step forward, but they are far from sufficient. Until there's an airtight way to separate those who want chaos from those who want immersion, the burden of survival falls on the players themselves. This has ironically made peaceful play more dynamic and creative, as each login now comes with a fresh puzzle: how to avoid unnecessary conflict while still enjoying the world. The irony of this arms race is that griefers, in their desperation, have inadvertently turned the game into something richer for those seeking challenge through evasion. For some peaceful players, evading griefers has become its own metagame, a test of intelligence and creativity. But for others, it's a growing frustration, an indication that Rockstar's sandbox may never fully escape the tyranny of its most toxic players. Conclusion: the griefer problem in GTA Online is not new, but it is evolving, and not in a way that benefits the game's balance. Peaceful players, long ignored in the war for server dominance, are now forced to innovate just to coexist. This forced ingenuity, while commendable, also points to a deeper issue: that a game designed to offer freedom is now demanding cunning just to play peacefully. If Rockstar won't build a true firewall between chaos and calm, then the only option left is for players to adapt, outsmart, and quietly survive.